Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing an Ogre Gladiator of Uskayu, and we just finished up the lair, so I think we're next heading down to finish Dungeon 10. We did most of it, but not all, I guess, huh? What were we so afraid of? Some snakes. Forget snakes, they're no problem now. Oh, a hill giant, I remember this. Still a bit of an issue. Let's go upstairs. Get rid of the phantom. Yeah, okay, no problem. We're substantially stronger than we were last time we were here. Even with the layer being shortened to 6 levels, you get a big boost in experience from finishing it. What is hitting me here? Alright, probably an unseen horror. My understanding is that unseen horrors are actually quite predictable if you understand their movement algorithm. And I don't exactly. They move the same way as bats do, which it turns out is they move towards you twice then away from you once or something like that. And if you know how fast they move, you can predict where they'll be on any given turn. There's something I haven't quite mastered. But that's one way in which unseen horrors are not as frightening as they appear to be. Wow, another one. Great, +6. I'm happy. That should help a good deal compared to being +4. And having some resists, of course, also helps. Yeah, I'm still gonna play the chump way and just sort of run back to a hallway. And then just attack him like this. Oh wait, I'm headbutting. How is that happening? I'm wearing a hat. I thought that wearing a hat canceled out the ox attacks that you get from horns. I shouldn't be, as far as I understand, able to do any headbutts with this hat on. Centaur Warrior, yikes. Let's go up the stairs, rest up, and wait for him. I sort of thought he would walk next to the stairs while we were upstairs. Oh well. And we're getting, we're getting maces and flails close to 24. It's still a fair ways off because each level takes longer than the level before it. But it'll be really nice to have that finished so I can stop pouring experience into that and focus more on defenses, or on invocations for that matter. But it seems like even with the shortened layer, you still feel, or anyway I do, quite overpowered when you come back up into dungeon to kill all these monsters that were big threats. And then when you're done with lair, they're suddenly just trivial. I assume this is orc? Yes. And a bunch of little orc closets, apparently. Whoa, get paralyzed, you jerks. Yeah. Alright. Mottled dragon. Would I wear mottled dragon armor? Now that I have the robe of resistance, maybe not. But it's something nice to have available. And we did get a hide, so it is available. Wand of polymorph, yes, ignore it. Josephine hit the wraith and she became paralyzed. That's just a free kill that I really do appreciate, Uskayu. I don't know. Is that better than what other gods would be giving me? Probably not, but... Oh, we got some large rocks. Well, let's drop these stupid javelins. What else? Slowing, confusion, extra polymorph. Stop picking up polymorph, in fact. I meant to search for slow, but instead I typed SLO and W, and so I had to type slow 2 more times to cancel all those changes. Hit me up with a identification of this scroll. Recharging, okay. It's pretty good. Ring of losing strength. No thanks. Where's my remove curse? K. I should put remove curse on a particular number, huh? Because that's one that I read all the time. What auto-inscribe rules do I have? I have 1, 2, and 3 already. I mean, 4 is the obvious choice, right? I just trying to think if there's a better idea. Well, let's first let's drop this ring before I forget about it and put back on my resist fire. Now let's inscribe remove curse with read 4, I guess. Macro 4 to R4. Save, yes, save macros, edit options, search my auto. I should search for inscribe, huh? There's too many autos in this game. There we go. At R4. Okay. So now I should be able to just press 4 and it'll remove curse. And we'll just use a rod of ignition against these jerks. Yep, I don't mind blowing myself up at all, especially now that I have 2 pips of fire resistance. Yeah, good work, Uskayu. Paralyze him. See that? There was a great sword on the ground. Riposte? Yeah, riposte, right? I looked it up in between videos, and I'm pretty sure riposte is what the answer was, but I've already sort of forgotten. Now this is interesting. A renewable source of rage would be quite useful. I wouldn't mind training evocations for that, especially given that I already have a useful rod or 2. Let's let invocations hit 11 and then switch that to evocations. And thereby, I don't know. Ogres are not great at evocations, but just picking up a few levels to make our Amulet of Rage and our rods a little bit more valuable sounds good to me. Anyway, I was saying there was a great sword on the ground, and I was talking about riposte. Was added to the games somewhat recently. It's still in like testing and so on, changing pretty frequently, I think. But the idea is that long blades, when an enemy misses you, there's a chance that you'll counterattack them. If you're using a long blade, you will riposte. Ooh. Vial of Floods is pretty good, but I'm going to wait until I've dealt with Orc. Speaking of which, why am I on Dungeon 13? Get out. Go to Orc. I didn't think I was quite that deep. But there's 2 stores in sight, so I'm clearly going to stick around. try to clear this area first. These monsters are not too dangerous. Okay, Firestarter. Firestarter? I haven't used Firestarter before, but is it better than a Giant Spike Club? I mean, like, probably not, but it's fun. I mean, we're not going to have a much more suitable character anytime soon to use Firestarter. Okay, so it says Inner Flame is the brand, but it apparently is also flaming. Fine. So, like, it would certainly be a better weapon right at this moment. If we were able to just equip it. But is it 1,200 gold worth of better? Well, normally, of course, I like to say if you see something that would make your character better and you can afford it, then buy it. Don't worry about saving the gold. It's there to keep you alive. But there's several other things we could buy, right? Some potions of heal wounds and all this stuff in Orc that we don't know about yet, and this Scroll of Enchant Weapon, the Lamp of Fire. There's a lot of things we could productively spend money on. And so I think that the slight... wow. 385? You know what? Let's just buy it. Yeah. The slight improvement... Why did I not get to pick it up? Oh, my pack is full. Forget about this blowgun and these needles. I don't want them anymore. Anyway, the slight improvement we would get from Firestarter, I think, is not worth the gold we would have to spend on it instead of on something else. Well, okay, we can't ever wear boots anyway, so sharp toenails is a good mutation for an ogre. Let's head to Orc. I think there should be another shop on that floor we were just on somewhere, but I don't want to explore all of Dungeon 13 just to find it without having done Orc first, which should hopefully be a bit safer. Invocation is still at 10.9. I'm surprised we haven't made it up to 11 yet. I also should be keeping in mind the danger of paralyzers here in Orc, particularly, well, I think only, in fact, sorcerers. But there are other monsters. No, I guess ogre mages, yeah, can paralyze you. And so we should maybe, in fact, I think probably be wearing magic resistance here. Orcs, paralyze at 7%. Yeah, that's sort of comfortable. And ogre mages paralyze at 9%, I presume. Likewise, banishment, which a lot of players are more afraid of banishment, but I'm a lot more afraid of paralyze. I feel pretty competent to get out of the abyss most of the time. And by level 15, like, the character is fine. You should be able to get out. You know, you get banished at like level 5, and you're in trouble. And level 15, it'll be unpleasant but survivable. Whereas paralysis, you can just be instantly killed. And so, you know, what you should do is try not to get in situations where being paralyzed would lead you to be instantly killed. But a reasonable compromise that lets you play a little bit less carefully would be... oh, we're up to 11. I didn't notice. Great. Would be to get enough magic resistance that paralysis is unlikely to work. I'm a little worried about that door. I'm not sure exactly what this area is shaped like, but that place does look like a bad place to be. I It's actually a really small room. It should be fine. I thought it might be a big old vault, but it's just like a couple of orc priests. Is this the ogre ending? It looks like it. Yeah. Ooh, big paralysis there. Let's see if Pain Bond helps out. We might actually, for the first time, get enough piety that, yeah, look, we could grand finale if we wanted to. Although it's not yet too reliable. It's better to just keep hitting guys. You know, we could maybe grand finale one of the ogre mages or something. Problem is they're all positioned somewhat awkwardly. I really should not let myself be out in the open like that. Getting hammered by several ogres at once. Yeah, and right now that ogre mage is in a pretty bad position to grand finale, but I think just getting rid of him is worth it. Actually, just line pass him. It's probably better, right? And the other ogre mage is this one? Yeah, let's blow him up. So that cost us like all of our piety, but it's totally fun, right? So we still have the problem of the ogre mage, right? He's going to be unconfused pretty quickly. Yeah, there he goes. Line pass confusion doesn't seem to last very long in my experience. Okay, what does he have? He hit me with lightning. So it looks like probably paralyze, right? Yeah, there's only one spellbook with lightning in it, and it has paralyze as well. Okay, but we'll just kill him, and that's fine. Well, this has been the first fight where we really get a lot of use out of this guy's abilities. Well, I don't know about first, but where we get our piety to this high level twice even. We could grand finale again. There's just giant clubs all over the floor. Let's just eat something. Yeah. More paralysis. That's cool. Wow, that paralyzed him for a long time. So a large shield, sadly though, you can't use with a giant spiked club. We're not a Formicid. Well, Formicids can't do that either, but they can wield two-handers with their shields. Potion of Berserk Rage is useful. Scroll of Fear, useful. What else do we got? Whoa, okay, these are very good scrolls. This is a good scroll. This is good. And I wouldn't mind spending 28 on Scroll of Identify. This is useful. These are good. Wouldn't mind Curing, Berserk. Might. Cancellation. A lot of good stuff in here. And this general store. More Might. More Fear. Alright, well, there's 5,000 gold worth of stuff to spend money on. This is why I didn't want to buy a Firestarter, because there's more than enough stuff here to spend money on that I think would help us more than Firestarter will. What do we prioritize here? I don't think the beneficial mutation is that good. Scroll of Acquirement, what would I wish for? Weapon is probably wrong. I already have a great giant spiked club, or at least a decent one. So neither of those big budget items look that great. Lampfire, File of Floods, those are like okay. I mean, they're good. We don't really have enough Evo for them right now, and we're already... We already have a few evocables to use. so we don't really need to add more yet. We're not using them that often. Now, the Scrolls of Enchant Weapon, those look very promising. Basically, Scrolls and Potions is what it looks like I'm buying here. So let's just grab these and like, oh, whoops, upstairs. Oh. I didn't realize I was going upstairs there. Well, that was a bit silly. I meant to buy the ones in Orc. But it looked, I mean, I wanted both anyway. I just didn't realize they were in different places. So gimme, 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 yes. Let's identify, I don't know, a scroll of torment, sure. Read, let's read 3 times W on A. Great. What else did I buy that I wanted? Oh yeah, I got blinking. Yes, very good. And I already had 3 of them, so now I have 4. It's good to know. Fear and might are kind of my next top priorities. How much invisibility do I have? None. Okay. Whereas I have a lot of cancellation. How much heal wounds? 1. I'd like that more than any of this other stuff, actually. And then give me how much berserk and stuff? No berserk left, but a lot of might. So let's buy up the berserk potions. I have plenty of curing, so I don't really need to prioritize that. Give me the potions of might next. They're so cheap. And I think I'll take the invisibility to sort of diversify my buff portfolio. And I wanted fear, but I don't know. We can get that some other time. I guess I might as well eat some of these ogres, right? No, they're all skeletons because I went upstairs. Well, we can just crush some orcs and eat those instead. It's an invisible guy north. Yeah. New robe. I already have the 2 best robes I could possibly have, so I'm not interested in a new robe. All right, so these monsters can riposte as well, right? All right, let's stomp a bit. That does a fair amount of damage. Okay, this is actually pretty bad. How did... Oh, jeez. Pushing the wrong buttons, guys. What is this teleport? It's a teleport trap. I'll take it. Yes. All right. Not the best handled combat. Still not very good at ogres. Surprised to still be alive, you know, the way I'm playing. I shouldn't be. That is, I should be surprised. I shouldn't be alive. I guess he only gets to riposte if I miss, though, and I mostly don't miss. Okay. Is there anything to eat around here? I guess not. Well, I'll have some meat. Okay. And we picked up enough money to go buy like a Scroll of Fear or 2. I guess just 1, it turns out. I could afford 2 of them at this price, but the other one costs more. Oh, I guess I could afford it? Or wait, no, it's 87, isn't it? Yeah. So let's just grab a Potion of Might while we're here. We've already quaffed like 4 of these Potions of Might. The fact that we found 11 so early is quite remarkable. So we'll head back to dungeon and call it the end of an episode here. We did orc. Everything went fine. Well, fine, in quotes. It was close a few times, but we're still alive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.